Hello and welcome back to my channel, Welsh Reviews. I'm Gareth and welcome back to Horror Friday, and today I'm going to be doing my review for Alien Romulus. So this will be split into two parts, so I will give a bit of the actors, director, synopsis of the movie and a bit of my pros and cons of the movie in the first part, and then later on, which I will put a big spoiler warning up, I will be talking about spoilers towards the end of this review, only because this movie has so much in it, good and bad, that you got to, I have to do a bit of a spoiler to it. I have. So that will come towards, but like I said, I'll have a big spoiler warning before that comes up. So the movie is directed by Fede Alvarez. It's also written by him and Rodo Sayegas. Freddy Alvarez, you kind of know from the horror circuit that he did Evil Dead remake, Don't Breathe as well. Two very good movies. I enjoy them both very much. I do. So he's a very capable director. So when I heard he was coming on to this, pretty excited, and he does do a stellar job, in my opinion, of the direction of this movie. The cast is pretty small for this movie, as some, well, especially the first Alien is. So you have Kylie Spaney, if I butchered that, apologies, who plays Rain. David Johnson plays her brother or artificial android brother, Andy. You have Archie Rayner, who plays her love interest Tyler. Isabella Merced is Kay, his sister, pregnant sister in the movie as well. Spike Fern as Bjorn is their cousin, and you have Aileen Wu Navarro, who is Bjorn's girlfriend in the movie. So kind of a tight, small cast. It is. There is another character in this movie as well that comes in a bit later in the movie, but that won't be until my spoiler part. So pretty much a bit of synopsis is Rain, an orphan, works with her adoptive brother Andy, a reprogrammed synthetic human that her father found on the heap and reprogrammed to help Rain out. It is, and they work on a colony, Jackson Star, which is run by Wayland Yutani, so it's like a mining company. It is. After her contract is forcibly extended by Wayland Yutani, she agrees to join her ex-boyfriend Tyler to a derelict spacecraft to retrieve cryostasis chambers. These chambers will allow Rain and her friends to escape to the planet Yavago, or Yavaga, which is, they need to say this because it's 9 years away, but it's supposed to be a beautiful paradise of a planet they want to go to and escape the mining plant, which unfortunately their parents have died from illnesses from working in the mines. It is, but they need Rain and Andy because Andy's ability, because the space station Renaissance, which is split into two, Remus and Romulus, which is from the Roman legend of Romulus and Remus. He can access, seems he's a Wayland Yutani android, he can access doors and that on that station. But while trying to get the fuel they need for the cryostasis, they unfortunately trigger a thing which releases facehuggers and aliens, and that's when the movie really gets into it, and with attack from the aliens. It is. So overall for this movie, I enjoyed the first three, let's say 2 acts of the movie. But when we get to the third act is when it kind of goes downhill for me, because it's kind of, I wouldn't say a new idea, but I did appreciate the first 2 parts of the movie where it's kind of delved more into the horror aspect of the Alien franchise. Unfortunately, when we get to the third, especially the third act, and it kind of just feels like a mesh of Aliens and Alien Resurrection. So when we get into my spoiler reviews, we will talk about what I mean about Alien Resurrection. It is. So yeah, it was kind of a mess. For me, it was kind of a mess for the ending it was. But up until that point, I really didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy the facehuggers attacks. I thought they were really good. There was a nice little aspect of the movie as well where they kind of say about the facehuggers that they kind of, because they don't really see, they I was going to say a bit like graboids, to be honest, or the shriekers, the littler ones and all that, where they see your body heat and that. So they raise the temperature of the room to their body heat and stay a bit quiet to try and sneak past the facehuggers. So I kind of liked little aspects of that. We also get another, and I'm not going to say this as a spoiler, because you do see an alien on it, but when you see the first alien, you see the chest burster, you kind of see the incubation thing of that going into a full-grown xenomorph. So the chest burster kind of sheds its skin and kind of goes into like a cocoon. Looks like a vagina, the cocoon does, but it's a big cocoon, and then the xenomorph comes out fully grown. So it's not like a snake where it sheds its skin and grows bigger and stuff like that. This is like more incubation. So it's another part of its process. It is. So I did like that. The production for this movie is beautiful as well. Really did remind me of Alien. It is. And a bit of Aliens as well. It is some beautiful. The space station's absolutely stunning. And a load of nods from them to the movies as well. Some too much, which I will go into. But there is a few nods and that I kind of liked when they went into the movie. It is. Like I said, practical effects on this, and they do quite a bit of practical effects, to be honest, with the facehuggers and the xenomorph. I think mainly most of the CGI is the outside space station and in space with the ship, etc. That. But I think the majority of the alien stuff, maybe a little bit of CGI just to patch things up a little bit, but I think the majority of it was literally practical. So that was brilliant to see in this movie as well. Music was good as well, very eerie and stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, the acting's very good as well. I think David Johnson, who plays Andy the android, is the star, like the one that's brilliant in this movie, stands out the most. Rain is brilliant in this as well. All the rest do an adequate job, to be honest. I did like Spike Fern's Jean as well, because he has a thing against androids, because an android not killed his mother, but sealed her and two others to save others in the mine. So he has a bit of a, he doesn't really like Andy, to be honest, in this movie. So, but the rest of them do an okay job. My only problem I kind of have, and we'll go into my cons now, is unlike the other Alien movies, even the bad ones, to be honest, you kind of have a tight-knit crew that you kind of care about, or like not care, yeah, mainly care about, and then some that you don't really care about, but you like to see die. In this one, apart from Rain and Andy, the rest of the crew are kind of expendable characters for this movie. They're not really explored enough, or anything. Not like Alien with the working class, or you have Aliens with the colonial marines, etc., and stuff like that. Like this one, you have kind of three throwaway characters, to be honest, are really just cannon fodder for the movie. It is. It's not what I expected as well for a movie. I expected more of an Alien type movie than going more into Aliens and all that, because towards the end of the thing, when I get into the spoiler review, I will talk more about that. I will. But yeah, it's not what I really expected. And a lot of forced dialogue as well. It is. And I'll tell you one thing, it's not really a spoiler, but it is really, so I'll wait till the spoiler part for that. But yeah, a lot of forced things where you hear stuff you heard in the other Alien movies, but you know, they weren't really major catchphrases, and especially only one, which I'll go into the spoilers about. But they don't really, yeah, a lot of forced dialogue that just from the other movies and all that, which you just didn't need in this movie, to be honest. It ain't. So yeah, overall, I did enjoy the majority of this movie. It's just that third act really let it down for me. It is. So that's my non-spoiler part. So we will go into the spoiler part now. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. So you've been warned. So we will talk about the spoiler part now. So first of all, we will talk about the beginning. I enjoyed the beginning, but I was wondering where they were going to go with this, because you start off with a Weyland Yutani ship, and it ends up going to where the Nostromo blew up. So you see debris of the Nostromo. Then you see like a little rock meteor that they bring on board, and then when they take it back to this space station, they cut it open and they take the bottom half away to be thing, but the top half still has the original alien from Alien in it. And then you find out later on that it escaped and started killing everyone on the station and that. And they do manage to kill that alien, which you do see in the movie. You not see the alien get killed, but you see it just remains hanging from the ceiling and that. So I thought that was very interesting, because I was really wondering what it was going to do between Alien and Aliens, this movie. It is. So that was a good one. So yeah, then you have the space station on that station then. So I heard there is a prequel comic in the works, which might explain what happened on the space station when they brought the alien on board. They do bring the black liquid back from the Prometheus and Alien Covenant movies they do. So it's kind of these aliens, these facehuggers on this are not created by a queen. They use the black liquid that they extracted from the meteor or the alien, it is, to create these facehuggers. It is. But as I was saying beforehand and all that, you find out in the end of this movie, it's not what I expected, because I expected just one fully grown xenomorph hunting them all down, but it's not. There is a few of them in this movie. At the end of the movie, there's quite a lot actually. So I was a bit disappointed with that, to be honest. I was expecting the one alien to be a bit more unique, let's say, and that, than just having multiple ones. It is. So like I said, the black liquid takes a thing, and there is an android in this one, apart from Andy, called Rook. So it is a damaged one that they find just before they get in contact with the facehuggers and that, and they got to use its chip in Andy to try and open doors which are locked from after the station goes into lockdown. So then Andy becomes kind of a Weyland Yutani vessel then from this android. So his primary directive, which is help Rain, ends up being he has to work. He's pretty much doing what Weyland Yutani want him to do now. So preserve the alien creatures, etc. It is. So, but the Rook android, when they put it up on the table to get answers from it, is in the thing of Ian Holmes' android Ash from Alien movie. So it's the same android type, which I like, to be honest. I've heard a lot of people didn't like that part of the movie and that, but I liked it, to be honest. I think it was very good. Daniel Betts is the guy who voices Rook and sounds exactly like Ian Holmes from the Alien movie as well. My only thing I didn't like about it was the face, because I think it's like CGI de-aging thing, but it weren't brilliant and all. It looked kind of weird off. It's like his ears looked too big for his head, for the most part. But he becomes like the little whisper in Andy's ear then and all, and saying, look, your main directive now ain't helping Rain, it's helping preserve the alien creatures, etc. It is. So we get that. And then when I said this movie is a bit of a mash for Resurrection, because of the Tyler's pregnant sister, she gets pretty injured by the alien. She does. So she uses the black goo on herself to try and get her back up. Get her back to 100%. But because she's pregnant, she gives birth to like a little cocoon type thing, opens up, and then you have like a cross between, for me, it looked like a cross between an alien, a human, and an engineer. So it's not quite what it looks like in Resurrection, but there is a triple hybrid creature that is kind of the last part of this movie on the ship. But I did not like that at all, to be honest. I think they should have just stuck with the alien being just the one alien, maybe change his design a little bit and just hunting down everyone and make it a good horror-esque movie. Which, be honest, man, I watched the trailer. That's exactly what I thought the trailer, we were getting. But yeah, kind of a left turn when you get to the third act and you see multiple aliens and stuff like that. And what was I saying as well? The one line which I thought was forced is when Andy kills the last alien. They're in an elevator shaft, and he's just about to kill Rain. But Andy jumps down with a gun, kind of stomping on him and shooting him all the way down to the bottom. And that does the classic line from Aliens: "Get away from her, you bitch." But it felt so forced that it was very, very disappointing to hear that. And it was like, why say you didn't need to say it at all? You don't hear it in any other movies, I don't think, really. It is, or I could be wrong and all that, but just felt so forced, just like all the other lines from the other movies, which really did feel forced. So that's it for my spoiler part of the review now. But overall, I kind of enjoyed it overall. But yeah, just that third act kind of let me down quite a bit. I wanted a more unique ending than one we've seen, which kind of reminded me a bit of Alien Covenant and Alien Resurrection. Just kind of a mashup of that it was. And yeah, a little bit disappointed in that. But yeah, overall, I'll give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. It's something I will definitely get when it comes out on physical media to add to my other ones, obviously. But yeah, I can't wait. Be honest, I'm interested to see it again, see if I'll like it a little bit more second time around, seems that I know what's happening for the most part. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10. I think that's a reasonable score from me. It is. So if you like this review, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, tell me what you thought of the movie, if you loved it, what you loved about the movie, what you disliked about the movie, because I do like to have a little chat with people who've watched the same movies as me. So I'd like to see, especially because there's a lot of Alien fans out there, to be honest, and I would like to see what they thought of this one, to be honest. And so yeah, get in contact with me, message me down below and that, and I'll get back to them. And if you'd like to see more videos, I guess, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.